Welcome everybody, this is Tony again at the Transformations Fitness Kitchen, and I just want to introduce you another very quick snack, super healthy, well, as healthy as you want it to be, and it does taste delicious. And so you're not going to need much. Actually, I have quite a few ingredients here, but you really don't need all this many, so I'm going to highlight what it is. It's going to be a homemade chocolate bark, and so you want to start with a dark chocolate, and so I recommend something 70% or above. You know, if you can tolerate the darker cacao, then definitely go higher on the percentage. This is 85% cacao. I love this stuff. It's actually from Trader Joe's on the mainland. I haven't found something that tastes better as a dark chocolate bar. So right here is going to be the start. And what you're going to want to do is melt the chocolate first. So get that on the saucepan and melt it. And next, what you're going to need are some nuts. So it could be a variety of nuts and seeds. It could just be one or two varieties. I just threw a whole bunch in here. So there's almonds, there's walnuts, there's pecans, there's seeds in here. And as you can see, I just diced it all up. So we have the pistachios, even cashews in there. Just a whole variety of things. Now you may be wondering, like, how do you dice it up? You want to use a chopper, something like this, a KitchenAid. They're relatively inexpensive. They're about $20. I've seen them roughly for about that price. And then simply just put in what you're going to chop. You just screw on the top, and then all you're going to do is just apply a little manual pressure to chop it up, and that should be good enough. You can just throw it in a bowl and it'll be good to go. And again, I like to chop it up a little bit just because I like the texture and consistency. I don't want it to be too chunky in the bar itself. So all I'm going to do is check up on the chocolate, the melted chocolate. I'll throw in these mixed nuts, and then I also like to add in a little bit of peanut butter as well. So I just have some all natural chunky peanut butter that I'm going to throw into the mix as well. So as you can see, you want to be melting the chocolate as you're chopping up the nuts and getting everything else together. And just do this, just get just a pot, and you want to keep it at a very low heat setting. So I've just kept this just barely above the warm heat setting, and you can see it's really, I mean, it's just at a great consistency. And so this is just ready for everything to be added. And so you can just add in all the mixed nuts. And then I'm just going to thoroughly stir this around, make sure everything's coated. And then the last thing I'll add in is just a bit of peanut butter as well into the mix. So this is probably about a quarter cup. And it's just a little bit more because I just love peanut butter. And again, you could regulate this. You could even put in almond butter, cashew butter, so it doesn't have to be peanut butter. And again, just stir that in there. Another additive that you can add into your chocolate bar as a mix-in is just coconut milk. So the canned coconut milk, and just throw it in, and then you could just stir it up and make sure, again, it is mixed in well. So once you can see that it's thoroughly mixed, the next step is just actually just laying it down on a flat pan with parchment paper on the bottom so it doesn't stick. So just going to start laying it out, just putting it in the middle and then spreading it out to all the corners. Okay, so now you can see it's fully spread, and basically this is ready to go into the refrigerator so it can start to cool. Just so you have an idea of what this represents, it's actually about 5 of these bars all melted in with about almost a pound of mixed nuts melted in as well, and then like about a couple tablespoons of peanut butter. And the last thing I want to mention is that, you know, you can always experiment and see what works best for you. You can make it a thicker type of chocolate. This one is not that thick. It's maybe a quarter to a half inch in some areas. So I preferably like it a little thinner. And then I'm actually going to experiment and put a little cayenne pepper in one of the sections of the chocolate bar, just for a little kick, a little spice. So if you like spice, you could do that, or you can add in little pieces of dried fruit. But again, experiment, have fun with it. This is your bar. I hope this has been helpful, and I hope you enjoy this recipe. Please share with some of your own ideas.